Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Been wanting to make a walk around video for a while, so I finally decided today's the day. So what I have is a 1995 Jeep Cherokee. It has the 4.0 with the AW4, 200,000 miles on it, and I drive it every day back and forth to work with 1 tons and 37's. I'm sorry about the light. It's decided to be bright right now. So, what have I done to it? What am I planning on doing more to it? We'll get into that. So first off, we'll start here at the front and work our way around. I did go and get a vent. This is for a JK. As you can tell, it has the holes for the windshield drop. I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more than what you could buy for a Cherokee, because they just mount back here, and I really wasn't worried about the main supports, because as you can see when I lift this up, the supports are gone and this hood kind of flimsy. But since the Cherokees mount from here and here where they latch to it, it's not much of a problem. I mean, the hood's real light, but we did end up doing this. I know it is a different color. This is what happens when you just tell them your paint code and not actually have them match your paint. This is the same color it's supposed to be, and that's the original color. So you can tell it is 2 different colors, and I haven't repainted this yet. And in due time I will. It also did the same thing for like the wheels and the bars and all that, until I actually had them take a paint sample off the original paint, as my tail lights back there look the exact same as this paint. But anyways, so moving on, I do have the 7-inch round LED headlights in here. My last video I did show how I did that, and it's pretty simple install. Since that video, I have had a ton of people do this mod and tell me about it and ask me questions about it, and every one of them has loved it. So moving on, I do have a JCR DIY front bumper. It comes to you in a box. Then you fold everything together, weld it all together, grind it, paint it, put it on. It does have the tie-in brackets. You see right there, it does come with a tie-in bracket that extends the mount from here to here, so you get that extra strength, and that comes with the DIY bumpers, so that's very cool. My winch is a traveler winch. It's from Tractor Supply. I ended up getting it from a buddy, and I've never had a problem with it. It works every time I push the button, and that's all I can ask for. And I've used it a ton to rescue people, to move trees. That's probably the biggest thing we use the winches for around here, is moving trees off the trail. From there, let's see. We'll go front. So as you can tell, I do run hydro assist. I do have a PSC round, and I am running, I do have a stock pump, and that's a stock gearbox. It's just tapped. So I have no problems with that setup. I've ran it for 2 years now, and it's worked every day. Like I said, I daily it every day, and the steering wheel, you can literally turn with a finger and just back and forth. And against these 37's, it's nothing. It's real super easy to turn. But I am running 1.5 inch by 1/4 thick walled tubing for the DOM for my steering and for my trap bar. I am running 7/8 times on all of that setup. I did have to put, I'm sorry about the light, I can see it. I did have to put my trap bar bracket, when I did the coilovers, I ended up being able to move the trap bar bracket out because it used to be just straight up. and my trap bar was really short compared to my drag link. So I lengthened it out a little bit by doing that. It is a little bit better, but you still get a little bit of bump steer. But with the hydro assist, it pretty much sucks up the bump steer. So that's one good thing about the hydro assist. And so what we run up front is a Dana 60 out of a 06 F250. I have a Auburn E-Max electric locker in the front. I run in 538 gears. I have a Barnes truss kit. This was originally put on for the coil springs and all that good stuff, and since then I have changed it to 3-link and coilovers. I did have the radius arm set up on here and it did work, but I was having problems with this side. The upper arm was riding way too close to my pinion, and when the axle would actually flex this way and drop down on the passenger side and raise up on the driver's side, it would hit the drive shaft where the yoke and the pinion yoke and the drive shaft would meet, and it would bust the U-joint. So I ended up going to this setup, which is a 3-link. It is on this side, so that solved any problems I was having over there. I am running King coilovers. I am running 12s on the front. They are a remote reservoir style coilover. And we'll go around. So that's pretty much the front. They are running the stock Super Duty brakes. I mean, these brakes are, you upgrade as soon as you put the axles on, because these brakes are, well, handle this Jeep. This Jeep don't weigh more than 6,000 pounds, so these brakes were meant for a truck that was way heavier than that. So these brakes are working perfectly. All I did was use the Dodge 2500 van master cylinder to get the reservoir space for the fluid, and it's been good. But we'll move along. So I am running 37 Toyos on 17-inch wheels. I have the TMI weld-on B-locks. So far they've been really great. I mean, they take abuse. You air down, you air back up, and you don't have to worry about the beads falling off. One of the problems I'm having though is this wheel right here is bent from the hub. The hub, I guess, is a little bent, and it's causing this wheel to hop. So this will be one of the new mods. I'm going to get new wheels and new tires, and it'll make everything smooth again. But these tires are super old as well, so they're starting to dry rot a little bit. So it's about time to get a new set of tires anyways. Moving on to the side, I am running JCR rock sliders. They have taken a lot of abuse, and it's hard to tell. I am some of my Instagram posters, so we did a new monster liner coating on all the blacks. So we ended up recoating the steps too, and they haven't been hit yet, so it still looks nice and everything. But yeah, all the black's been redone. So, but these have taken a lot of abuse, sliding on rocks, trees, just whatever. We had to squeeze by this wide girl. So it's been great. So I am running Kings, like I said. I'm running 250s over 300s up front. The backs are 125s over 200s. And I'll show you those in a second.